Hi, my name's Johnny Zuko. I'm the writer director of Frank. And my love of the horror genre began when I was just a little kid, snooping through my parents' VHSs and finding three tapes that I wasn't supposed to find, which were The Unnameable, Hellbound, and The Dream Master. A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master. And I was watching those when I wasn't supposed to. And as a reward, I became a big Freddy fan at that time, and then as a reward, if I got like good grades, my mom would take me out to go see the new Nightmare movie, which I got good grades, and she took me to go see Freddy's Dead, um, opening night, just like around the corner from where we used to live, and and I just been a horror fan since. You know, what made me want to become a filmmaker was just I think it was just a natural progression of where I was going with my life, and I felt like I started off in music, and I felt like I said everything I needed to say in music. Now that I feel like I still have stuff to say as an artist and as a director and as a writer, and I still feel like I still have something to say because I'm still writing, and I'm like I still have stuff to say, but I can't put it in music form anymore. So I want to do it on film. And when I was directing a couple of music videos, when I edited a few music videos, I edited a few skits here and there, it kind of made me want to be behind the camera and be able to film my own stuff and be able to say, I directed my own things. You know, I've written several horror shorts, but I've never directed them at all. I didn't edit them either. And so when I look at those, I'm like, yeah, I gotta maintain control, and I think it's just kind of a control thing. Also, it's like you're not seeing your vision, you know, being played out the way you want it to be. So I just felt it was just a natural progression of where I was going. It's like directing is just like the next step, and I feel like that's where I'm going. To tell my stories, to tell my story, to tell other people's stories. And a majority of them are horror stories, so yeah, go figure. Inspiration came from was Kevin Smith, Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez, Sam Raimi, Wes Craven. Like them cats out there, man, had to do a whole lot of shit just to get their first feature up. Now I don't you don't even have to go through that same kind of shit. Now you can just do it on your phone and there's like really no excuse. So now you just gotta buckle down and keep it rolling. So, I feel like that's just my progression that I'm going to. I came up with Frank as a TikTok video as about two hunters hunting down Bigfoot, but they shoot a furry instead, and that was gonna be it. That was the punchline. That they shot a furry. They didn't shoot Bigfoot. That was the punchline, and somehow, some way, I managed to fucking Zack Snyder the thing and just make it way too long than it needed to be. I don't know why. I don't know how it came about, but I just grabbed my friend and I said, "Look, man, I need you to act crazy just for like 15, 20 minutes, and I'm gonna cut it down, and we're gonna go." And then, yeah, and and then the end product is what you see on there. So it was originally devised as a TikTok, and then I made it into an actual horror short because I felt the character of Frank was actually much more fascinating than I thought he'd be. What was the most challenging and most rewarding? I would say most challenging is when I was writing my horror shorts and then seeing them directed. Was that there were certain aspects of the story that just didn't make it into the story, or just like didn't work. And it's just because people, when you have people that are not fans of the genre and are not in tune with the tropes of the genre, they kind of dismiss those tropes as like, no, that doesn't make sense. But they're there because it's a setup. So that's the most challenging thing for me, honestly. I think as a writer, I think sitting there and watching someone else direct your vision and not follow your vision is probably the most challenging things ever because it's your baby, man. You want to see your vision be met with the same care as you wrote it. And when someone directs it and it doesn't have the same care, it's kind of disheartening, because it's like they're dismissing your ideas. That's the most challenging. The most rewarding part, though, is like when shit does come together, whether it be your writing or your directing, it's like, and you can share it with people, and people will just have like a unique experience with it. I think that's rewarding. I think re- the most rewarding part would be if people enjoyed the short. That's my reward, honestly. And a couple of horror movies that I've been watching, X, Pearl. I thought those were really great horror films. The Black Phone. I thought that was terrific. I recently just saw Terrifier 2, which I thought was also another terrific movie. Just that movie was just insane. You know what I mean? That movie's fucking insane. Oh my god. But yeah, man. I mean, Black Phone, X, Pearl, Terrifier 2. I think those are the best horror movies out now, So yeah. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy Frank. Please follow me on Instagram at Johnny Zuko, on TikTok at Zuko's Corner. Till then, till we meet again, I will see you around. Peace.